This episode is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Fiscally responsible, financial geniuses, monetary magicians. These are things people say about drivers who switch their car insurance to Progressive and save hundreds. Visit Progressive.com to see if you could save. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Potential savings will vary, not available in all states or situations.
Hi, this is Javon, your Blinds.com design consultant.
Oh, wow. A real person.
Yep. I'm here to help with everything from selecting the perfect window treatments to...
Well, I've got a complicated project.
No problem. I can even help schedule a professional measure and install. We can also send you samples fast and free.
I just might have to do more.
Whatever you need.
So the first room we're looking at is for...
Shop Blinds.com now and get up to 40% off with minimum purchase. Blinds.com. Rules and restrictions may apply.
This is Optimal Relationships Daily. Moving in Together. Tips from a Minimalist Couple by Jennifer Tritt of NoSidebar.com. Moving in together at the start of a happy marriage or as a next step in a committed relationship requires effective communication and compromise. Sharing living space when one is accustomed to managing his or her own space and belongings can be unnerving. Decisions and plans need to be made mutually. While my significant other and I both embrace minimalism, we apply the principles in ways that work for us as individuals. Discussion and acceptance of one another's differences are critical. We each place different values on the things we've collected over the years and hold different priorities. While I may be happy to clear out half of my wardrobe, it's insensitive of me to assume that my partner is willing to do the same, or that he will do it as quickly as I would like. One of us may be happy to give everything away, while the other is more enterprising, wanting to try to make a few dollars. Tips from a Minimalist Couple. Planning ahead can help you avoid the chaos and conflict you may have experienced in previous moves. Here are some tips from a Minimalist Couple on how minimalism can assist with the transition. Number 1. As you pack, purge. When we decided to move in together, we had the advantage of time. I knew 3 months in advance that I would be leaving my apartment and moving into his house. This allowed plenty of time to sort through my things and decide what to keep, toss, sell, and donate. It also gave us time to identify furniture and other household items of his that could be removed. Even if you're on a tighter schedule with your move, make the effort to eliminate worn-out items and things you no longer need or use as you're packing. Don't carry the physical and emotional weight with you into your new dwelling, thinking you will sort through these things once you're settled. Expect some emotional triggers. Items bring to mind memories of people and events, some pleasant and some painful, even if you don't recognize it right away. It was healing and cleansing to let go of items linked to past relationships in order to start fresh. Not only photos and mementos, but everyday items can elicit emotional reactions. Offer your excess, quality items to family and friends, but be careful not to push. Make the offer, and if it isn't accepted, donate. We made arrangements with several community agencies where we plan to drop off furniture and other large household items during the window of time that we were renting a moving truck. Make the most of the transition time to clear out the clutter. Number 2, be creative. We walked through the house, room by room, with a list of my furniture in hand to try to determine where things would be placed. We took a careful and deliberate look at each room, what furniture it contained, and what pieces we actually needed and liked. Think about using furniture in different ways or eliminating the need for some pieces. Thanks to minimizing our wardrobes, we were able to eliminate a dresser. We both had our own concerns about fitting our things into one bedroom, but after eliminating the dresser and other clothing items, we soon discovered a happy and less cluttered space. We donated a bunk bed that his son had outgrown and replaced it with a bed left over from my son's exodus to college. We used an antique blanket chest of mine as a TV stand and a library table of his as a desk for me. As unnecessary paperwork was shredded, a 4-drawer filing cabinet was no longer needed. We moved it to the garage and repurposed for better organization there. 2 6-foot bookcases full of books were minimized, allowing me to add my limited collection to our new combined collection. Number 3, remove duplicates. It's quite possible that you may both bring the same or similar items into your mutual living space. You may not realize this until you begin to settle into daily life together. The kitchen is a location where a couple will likely have duplicate items. At first, the drawers and cupboards were a source of consternation for me because they were so crowded and it was difficult to find things quickly. We eventually went through one drawer and one shelf at a time, and when encountering duplicates, decided which one to keep and which one to give away or toss. We will likely repeat this process after more time passes to eliminate items that are not being used. For example, how many pots, pans, and skillets do you actually use? How many wine glasses do you really need? Did we really need 20 beer glasses stored in the freezer? We boxed and are storing extra dishes, pots and pans, glasses, and silverware in the basement for our teenage boys' future use. If they choose not to take it, we'll sell it or donate it. Number 4. Establish minimalist routines. The start of a new living arrangement is a great time to establish new habits. We agreed upon a collection spot in the basement for additional items. Clothes, books, and other items are collected, and a list maintained for tax time. We're in the process of developing our shopping routines. Think about where you will maintain a list. Individual or combined? On paper or using an app? How often will you shop? With clothing and other belongings, consider a one-in, one-out approach. As minimalists, shopping to us is a task, not a leisure activity, so we aim to be efficient. I am pleased to report that minimalism made what could have been a stressful and chaotic move into an easy transition and new beginning for us. Our home is actually less cluttered, even though we've combined 2 households. We each face individual challenges and our opinions vary, but we mutually desire open space, peace, and unstructured time and less waste and clutter. We happily continue our minimalist journey together. You just listened to the post titled, Moving In Together, Tips from a Minimalist Couple by Jennifer Tritt of NoSidebar.com.
More rewards, more savings. With American Express Business Gold, earn up to $395 back in annual statement credits on eligible purchases at select shipping, food delivery, and retail subscription merchants, including the $155 Walmart Plus monthly membership credit and $240 flexible business credit. Enjoy the benefits of membership with the Amex Business Gold Card. Terms apply. Learn more at americanexpress.com/business-gold. Amex Business Gold Card. Built for business by American Express.
And thanks a lot to Jennifer for helping guide couples along through the often challenging, albeit exciting process of moving in together. A lot of nice tips here that, frankly, are great for building a bond as well as minimizing. I wanted to share a thought on minimizing the mementos that we might find, things that trigger us emotionally, as she puts it, and have sentimental value. So minimizing is about retaining purpose and ridding oneself of all else, really. You may be torn on wanting to keep something that is tied to a nice memory, but also takes up precious space, in spite of you not using that item very often. What I like to do is consider what these mementos symbolize, and try to minimize within that memory. So if you have 5 items that remind you of the same great event, maybe keep 1 or 2 of them. This way we're balancing our emotional attachment with our desire to declutter. And of course, some memories mean more to us than others, and keeping all 5 mementos might be the only option. That's okay too. Just know that for a lot of these great times, there is the option to keep them alive while still making space and making mindful choices. That's all for today though, everyone. Thanks so much for joining, and I hope all couples can take these words to heart, even those that have lived together for many years. Enjoy the rest of your weekend if you're listening in real time, and be sure to come on back for another narration tomorrow, folks. That's where your optimal life awaits.